Welcome back to my channel, Keeping Up with Studies. In this video, we will be talking about the United Nations, also known as the UN. In today's time, many countries have differences and conflicts with each other, but that does not necessarily mean that they have to go into war to deal with such differences and problems. Instead, they can have discussions and find peaceful solutions to the problem. And in such a context, the role of an international organization like the United Nations is very much important. Apart from resolving conflicts and differences, there are several issues in the world which can only be dealt with if everyone works together. For example, diseases. Some diseases like the COVID are so dangerous that they can only be eradicated if everyone in the world cooperates in inoculating their population. And in such situation, an international organization like UN can help produce information and ideas. It can also provide a mechanism, rules and regulations, a bureaucracy to help the members have more confidence that the cost will be shared properly and the benefits will be divided fairly. The First World War encouraged the world to invest in an international organization to deal with conflicts. Many believe that such an organization would help the world to avoid war. As a result, the League of Nations was born. League of Nations was founded on 10th January 1920 after the Paris Peace Conference. Its main aim was preventing a Second World War. Despite its initial success, it could not prevent the Second World War, and many more people died and were wounded in this war than ever before. And the very goal of building an international organization to prevent wars had been a failure. And thus, the UN was founded as a successor to the League of Nations. It was established in 1945, immediately after the Second World War. The organization was set up through the signing of the United Nations Charter by 51 states. It tried to achieve what the League could not between the two world wars. The UN's most visible public figure and the representative head is the Secretary General. The present Secretary General is Antonio Guterres. He is the ninth in the row and took over as the Secretary General on 1st January 2017. He was the Prime Minister of Portugal from 1995 to 2002 and the UN High Commissioner for Refugees. The headquarters of United Nations is located in New York since 1952. At present, there are a total of 193 member states and 2 observer states in UN. The 2 observer states being the Holy See and the State of Palestine. Observer states basically mean that these states can participate in UN General Assembly, though with some limitations. Like they can speak at the General Assembly but cannot vote on resolutions. Moving ahead with the membership, the United Nations has 5 permanent members: United Kingdom, Russian Federation, United States, China, and France. These 5 states were selected as the permanent members because these states were the victors of the Second World War, and at the time of creation of UN, these 5 countries were the most powerful all over the world. The United Nations has 6 principal organs which helps in its functioning: General Assembly, Security Council, International Court of Justice, Economic and Social Council, the Secretariat, and the Trusteeship Council. However, the Trusteeship Council was suspended on 1st November 1994 with the independence of Palau, the last UN trust territory. I will be discussing about these organs in detail in my next video. Now let us talk about the objectives of United Nations. The first and the most important of all the objectives of the UN is peacekeeping and security. The UN was formed with the objective to prevent international conflict and to facilitate cooperation among states. It was founded with the hope that it would act to stop the conflicts between states escalating into war, and even if a war broke out, it will limit the extent of hostilities. And the UN aims to achieve this through peaceful negotiations between the countries. The UN basically gives a platform for the countries to discuss their differences and find solutions to their problems. It acts as a mediator between these countries and tries to take a neutral stand. Another important objective of the United Nations is the protection of human rights. The UN is a very beneficial medium through which human rights issues like women's rights, human trafficking, child labor, forced beggary, etc., issues like these can be discussed and steps can be taken to eradicate these problems. Another important objective of UN is economic and social development. It has often been found that conflicts arise when there is a gap or a lack of social and economic development. Therefore, the UN has intended to bring countries together to improve the prospects of social and economic development all over the world. Numerous bodies have been authorized or created under the General Assembly and Economic and Social Council to achieve this goal. In the year 2000, UN member states agreed to achieve 8 Millennium Development Goals by the year 2015, and these included eradicating extreme poverty and hunger, achieving universal primary education, promote gender equality, women empowerment, ensure environmental sustainability, etc. UN bodies like the World Bank, International Monetary Fund, World Health Organization facilitate these objectives and ensures that everyone gets benefit, whether it is related to their economies or their health conditions or their infrastructural development. The real question here is that, is UN effective enough? There are several factors which limit UN's functioning. And here, while we talk about UN, its objectives, goals, etc., the one thing that should be clear to all of us is that UN, though a very powerful intergovernmental organization, does not have power or authority over its members. It can help states to resolve problems peacefully, provide them a platform to discuss issues of international concern, but cannot interfere into their domestic matters. However, it is also true that in today's time, the role of UN is pretty significant. We all need to accept the fact that UN may not be the answer to all our questions. However, without it, the world would be worse off. That's all for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.